Hi guys, good morning. Welcome back to my channel, and my name is Temdayo Jane. So it's raining, guys. The floor is wet. It's raining. So today we're gonna be cooking together, and I'll be cooking Efofiro. So I'm gonna be using spinach and kale together to make the Efofiro. But before we go in to start cooking, guys, if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please kindly subscribe. See, guys, see, I'm cold here. It's raining, guys. Please kindly subscribe to my channel. Please click the like button and share the video as well. Let's go in and quickly cook before I get frozen. So right here I have my pepper. So this is bell pepper and scotch bonnet. It's been grated already, so as you can see it's not smooth. And I have my spinach. It's frozen spinach, so I put it in the mesh so that it drips out water, because Efofiro shouldn't have so much water in it. And this is kale. It's been washed and sliced. And I have fish, both stock fish and dried fish. I have locust beans here. I have ground ginger and garlic. These are going to be used to boil the meat. I have crayfish, palm oil, salt, and onions. And I have my beef here. It's been washed, so I'm using cow beef and tripe. So let's go and boil the meat first, then before we start making the stew. So now I'll be pouring in the ground ginger and garlic into the beef. You know, I showed you earlier it's been washed, so I'm using the pressure cooker because of the tripe, so that it can get soft. And that is salt, and this is onions. It's been diced, so I'm going to put no cube. This is very hard to break. I'm just going to drop it in there. So I'll add a bit of water because I need some beef broth. So I'm just going to put this right into the pressure cooker. And cook. So I'm setting it to cook on beef. Okay. Beef is 25 minutes, so while we'll let that cook, let's go cook. Let's start making the stew for the Efofiro. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to soak the stockfish in hot water. So I'm going to get hot water from the tap. The pot is dry and hot already. So I'm going to pour in the palm oil. And allow it to just heat up a bit before pouring in the onions. This is hot. We'll just pour in our onions, the diced onions. So I'm going to allow this cook for about 4 minutes. So this is fine now. We can now pour in our iru, which is the locust beans. I rinsed it already. Guys, this is going to give your Efofiro a nice aroma. So when you put your iru first, it gives a very good smell. And also half of the quantity of crayfish I want to use. So I'm going to keep some for later. Okay, so this is after 3 minutes. We can now pour in our pepper. But guys, the aroma here is, oh my god, it's so nice. So like I said, this is just scotch bonnet and bell pepper. Next, I'm putting in no cube. 2 cubes, and I'm going to put just a little bit of salt because I'm going to be adding the beef broth in it later. So just a little bit of salt, and stir. So we need to allow this fry until the water is completely dried, because it's Efofiro, and Efofiro doesn't need water, so we want the water completely dried from the stew. So I'm washing the stockfish so we can pour it right into the stew now, because it's kind of hard, so that's why I have to soak it in hot water. It's been thoroughly washed. You can now pour it into the stew and stir. So you have to keep stirring to avoid it getting burnt. And another thing you can do to get your stew fried quickly is you can boil the pepper before grinding it, then sieve out the water. That way it fries quickly. That's what I should have done, but I didn't have enough time while I was prepping because I didn't want the video to be too long. So I'm just going to be patient while this fry. Okay, so the meat is ready. We need to put it right into the stew now. And I'm going to store the meat broth for something else. This is without the water, so I'm going to get just small meat broth and put in it. Like I said, the Efofiro doesn't need water. Doesn't need too much water. So even if you are adding the meat broth or chicken broth, ensure it's not so much. I just want to add it so that I can contribute to the taste of the stew. So like I said, I'm just going to be adding not so much meat broth. Allow this cook before we add our fish and the mini crayfish. Okay, so it's time to pour in our smoked catfish. The reason why you don't put the catfish at the beginning is because you don't want it to get all scattered in this stew, and you won't be able to see any fish in it. So it's better to put it towards the end, because it's all seasoned and well cooked. It's something you can eat like that, so it doesn't have to stay too long in the pot on the stove. So we'll just stir and allow it cook more a bit, then we'll pour in the vegetables, and that will be it. So this is ready now. We can see that the water is totally dried, even the chicken broth, the beef broth, excuse me. So we're going to pour in our vegetables in now. This is the frozen spinach. You can see the amount of water I drained out from it. The kale gradually. And you keep stirring. So except you're using a big pot, you can pour in everything and just cover, allow it steam, then stir. So because my pot is not so big, I'm just going to do it gradually. So this is what is called Efofiro. You can see it's totally dry, though by the time the vegetable cooks a bit, it's still going to bring out some water, but it's not going to be that bad. So now we can pour in the remaining ground crayfish and stir together. And that is it. I'm gonna put off the stove now because I want it crunchy. So our efofiro is ready. You can see that we don't have any water inside the pot. This is what is called efofiro. So guys, thank you for watching, and I hope you do enjoy this video. So you can serve your food, your efofiro, with any meal of your choice. I'm serving mine with semo. You can serve it with rice or yam or potatoes. Please do give this video a big thumbs up and also click the notification button so you get notified whenever I drop new videos. Thank you, and till next time when I drop another nice and exciting video. Bye.